everyone. Welcome to the Bomb Mom Podcast. I'm Melissa Vogel, your host. Today, we are doing something a little bit different. We have no guest. It's just me. And this podcast is also going to be a YouTube video. So if you want to see me all crazy and using my hands and animated, make sure you go to my YouTube channel, which is Melissa Vogel Fitness. You guys will find me everywhere through Bomb Mom or Melissa Vogel Fitness. I can't wait to do this show. We are going to dive into why it's not working. But first, and this is going to help you understand why it's not working, I have to tell you about today's sponsor of this podcast episode. It is brought to you by Athletic Greens, and their product, AG1, is something that I have been taking for about 3 months now, and it's literally been life-changing. My sleep has improved, my overall recovery time, and I talk about it a lot. I talked about it last week, all the time throughout. I train hard because that's just the lifestyle that I want. I am lifting, I am walking, I am hiking, I am raising children, I'm doing jujitsu, and my body takes a beating. And my recovery is like the number one thing that I have noticed from AG1. And I don't share anything with you guys until I have tested it first. I don't tell any of my clients about it, my family, shared in the podcast, nothing, because I have to really love a product. And Athletic Greens has been life-changing for me. With this product, it's really cool because you take it first thing in the morning. So you wake up, do your thing, get to go to work or whatever, fill your water bottle. 1 scoop in it gives you 75 high quality vitamins, minerals, whole food source, superfoods, probiotics, adaptogens, all of it. And this is how you start your day right. And when you drink it, it coats your stomach, which sets you up for optimal absorption. So then when you eat foods throughout the day, your body can actually absorb it. I can't stand taking pills. I hate burping it up. I'll look at my pills and I'll be like, oh my God, I don't want to swallow all of those today. This is super easy. And I know you're probably thinking like, oh my God, it's green. It's probably going to taste disgusting. It doesn't. It's got like this, I don't know, like a tropical flavor. It's not really fruity, but I don't mind it at all. So I'm like, yeah, Athletic Greens every single day. It has helped my gut health. I feel like my headaches have decreased as well. I don't know if there's a link, but my headaches, I haven't had them in a good 3 months, and I was getting them pretty weekly, at least one tension headache, which, hey, I am convinced it could have been related to my gut health. So with this product, you guys know how picky I am about ingredients. Like, it's got to be Melissa approved. It's got to be Bomb Mom approved. It contains less than 1 gram of sugar, no GMOs, and it doesn't have any nasty like chemical or artificial anything in it. And it still tastes good. And like I said, it supports sleep, recovery, all that, but also mental clarity and alertness, which who doesn't need that in their life? And it's way cheaper than getting all of the supplements together. And trust me, I've done it. I've had all the pill bottles lined up, take them all. And I'm like, oh my God, I can't keep this up. I think this breaks down to like $3 a day, $3.99 a day. And when you look at what you're getting and everything you need is in here, yeah, totally worth it. Right now, it's time to reclaim your health and arm your immune system with convenient daily nutrition, especially heading into the flu and cold season. It's just 1 scoop in a cup of water every day. And they have little travel packets too. Super convenient when you're traveling and on your road. Just bring it with you. You don't have to worry about your scoop or anything. No need for a million different pills and supplements to look out for your health. And you guys, to make it easy, Athletic Greens is going to give you a free 1-year supply of immune supporting vitamin D. It's just droppers. You put 1 little drop on your tongue and that's it. And we're all lacking vitamin D. And 5 free travel packets with your purchase. All you have to do is visit athleticgreens.com/bomb mom. Again, athleticgreens.com/bomb mom, and take ownership over your health and pick up the ultimate daily nutritional insurance. So while we're talking about this stuff, right? And while we're talking about gut health, sleep, recovery, all these things, they all have to come together in order for you guys to basically get results. And I talk about this in all my episodes. I'm always like, it's not just about eating salads. I mean, how many times have you guys heard me say that? Living a strong, ripped, toned, lean life. It's not about just eating salads. It's not about just getting your workout in. Everything has to come together. You have to have enough sleep so your body can reset. So you actually experience those healing hormones that happen in the middle of the night. We have to decrease stress in our life. If you don't, and you're constantly stressed and you're getting exposed to the cortisone over and over and over again, that's going to make you hold on to fat, and not just fat, belly fat. Yeah. So I wanted to do this episode today because I want you guys to see the full picture. Right now, if you're listening to this and when we're recording it, it's springtime and everyone is getting into like panic mode. And I'm like, you know what? This is the perfect time to do this episode. I've been dying to do it forever. And my guest list is always like super long, but I'm like, okay, today I'm doing the solo episode because everyone wants to know, how do I get in shape? We start freaking out during this time of year because it's short season, right? Bathing suit season. It's right around the corner and it's starting to get nice out. And people think, oh my God, I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet. Some people have already been working out and they're doing the thing and they're like, why isn't this working? So we're going to talk about that today. And then other people are like, oh my God, I got to get into shape. I got to like start doing something. And it's April right now. It's springtime. It's not too late. You could start now and get huge results for June and July, 100%. But you got to do it right. And you have to learn your body. You have to learn your food and nutrition, collecting data. We're going to dive all into this. You have to know how you respond to certain workouts. Do you really want to just keep showing up to the gym and not getting results from it? And then like 4 weeks pass, 6 weeks pass, and you haven't really changed. In my program, Busy to Bomb Fit Mom, we weigh in and take before and after photos every 4 weeks. It's not a weekly thing. It's not a 2-week thing. It's not a 3-week thing, 4 weeks. People have amazing success over 4 weeks. And if you don't, that doesn't mean that you suck. It means, okay, let's figure out what happened. Let's use this data, what happened over those last 4 weeks, so we don't repeat it into the next 4 weeks. And today we're going to break down what I would go through with a client, what I go over with a client of like, okay, let's figure out what didn't work. Why didn't it work? So that's the theme of today. And I want you guys to understand all of this. And I want to help you as much as I can, even though I know you're not a client of mine. Like, I don't care. I still want to help you guys because I don't want you just banging your head against the wall going, why? And here's the big thing. We are fed so much crap outside on the outside with like social media and influencers and like Instagram models. And then we see the ads come up on Facebook. And I laugh when I say ads on Facebook because I run ads on Facebook. And that's how people usually find me, or through the podcast or word of mouth. It's one of those three: social media, podcast, or word of mouth. And they see my ads and immediately everyone says, when I'm like, how did you find me? And they're like, oh, Facebook. They say, your ad was different. Because if you know how we swear that our phones are listening to us. If you open Facebook and you just said weight loss, you're going to get all these weight loss ads. I swear. You guys know what I'm talking about. You totally know what I'm talking about. But when you go on there, you're bombarded with ads. So this is another thing that makes things confusing, because I just watched an ad the other day. I'm like, I'm just curious. I'm going to watch this. And they were like, stop running on the treadmill. It's going to make you actually gain weight, hold on to fat. And I'm like, oh, I'm very curious about this. But imagine someone just watching that. They would be so confused, just like if it was just a lay person, like trying to lose weight. And I watched the ad and I was like, they're onto something, but this isn't the full truth. So it was a little misleading. I don't know, but my ads, they're different. And people notice that right away, because I'm talking about the real life that we live, how you have to handle the stress, mom life, work, kids, nutrition, like it all has to come together. My ads aren't like, oh my God, lose 10 pounds in, I'm flexing. You guys can't see me, but on the YouTube video, you can, oh my God, lose 10 pounds in, 2 weeks or whatever. I don't play that game because it's fake. So my point of sharing all this is that we're bombarded with stuff all over. We don't know what's real. So a lot of people buy into this and they'll get some results. And you know why you get some results? Like, no, I did this program. I did Beachbody, or I don't like throwing names out there, but I did the program on my TV and whatever. And I lost 10 pounds, but then it came back. Or, I lost some, but not a lot. You guys know why that happens? It happens because you go from no activity to activity, and you probably start eating a little bit better, right? Like if you're going to do the DVD things and work out, like you're like, okay, I'm going to start drinking a protein shake. And you're like, yeah, some weight's going to come off of you. If you go from like work, kids, school, sports, and now you're adding in like a workout video in there or something, or going to a spin class, hell yeah, you're doing something different. But guess what? It'll only get you so far. And many of you listening will be like, oh my God, that's me. Yeah, that was me. Get you so far. Life happened. Well, we think it's life happens. I'll tell you about that. Why I'm like air quotes, life happens. And then we gain it all back. And you're like, yeah, I lost 10 pounds, but then I gained it all back. That was super fun. So I want you to understand today why it doesn't work. Okay. And there's many, many different factors. One, when we're talking about breaking your body, I'm going to list them off. Nutrition. Okay. We have to know what's going on with nutrition. 2, you have to know your daily caloric burn from your workout, not just how much you're burning from life, from your actual workout. Okay. This is important. That's why like Apple Watches and Fitbits and Garmin's and all those things, they are super helpful. People always ask, do I really need one? I mean, it will make your life easier. 3, you have to reevaluate your workouts all the time. You have to know what's going on with these workouts. 4, before and after photos. Many people aren't taking these, and many people aren't scanning, and they don't know what's going on the inside of their body. 5, mindset. What the hell are you saying to yourself? What's going on in your mind? 6, activity level. Not just workouts. I'm talking about your activity level every single day. And 7, your environment. What the fuck is your environment like? Is it highly toxic? Are you totally stressed? Who are your friends? Do people keep bailing on you? Like, okay, we're going to dive all into that. And I'm going to cover these pretty quick, you guys. I'm not going to sit here and talk to you for like an hour. I could, because we all know I'm a talker, but I won't. So number 1, breaking your body. Like, how the fuck do I break my body? You have to know your nutrition. It is a must. This is why I don't do meal plans or diet programs, because if I just tell you what to do, it's me. You got to pretend you have this big gash, right? You got cut, like you're just oozing blood. I'm coming up to you with this Band-Aid and I'm like, here, just put that over that. And it's like a big Band-Aid. It's a pretty good Band-Aid. You know what? Shit, I might even come over with some gauze and some like athletic tape. Boom. We slapped it on there. Did it stop the bleeding? Yeah. Okay, awesome. Is that sucker going to heal? Nope. This is the same thing with meal plans and diet programs and all this crap. And people are like, can you just write me a meal plan? And I used to. Doing that is just putting a Band-Aid on the problem. If you are overweight, if you cannot get weight and fat off of your body, if this is a problem for you, you're carrying excess fat. Yes, hormones come into play. Yes, stress comes into play. Yes, thyroid comes to play, all those things. But we're going to talk just nutrition right now. You have to know how your body responds to carbs, to protein, taking carbs out, taking gluten out. 95% of the women that come to me in the program, and I talk to them and then they come in, they have no clue how their body works. They're like, well, I've done the 30-day fix, or I've done this military. I just heard about this one the other day. I mean, I've heard about it before, but it got brought up again. This military diet. I've heard a lot. And they're just following and doing what you're told. Well, when you just read a piece of paper and you go to the store and you buy what's on that piece of paper, you learn nothing. It's like your kid just going to school and copying off the kid next to them. Are they getting A's? Yeah. Are they going to pass? Yeah. Did they learn shit? No. It's the same thing. You read off a piece of paper, you go to the grocery store, you buy the stuff. Did it work? Yeah. Did you lose weight? Yeah. Did you learn anything? Nope. And what happens? You fail. Down the road, you will fail because you didn't learn how to eat and you have no idea how your body responds. So what do you have to look at? I'm not losing weight. Okay, I've been doing this thing and like I lost 20 pounds, but like, damn, I got another 20 to go. What is your nutrition like? What is your daily caloric intake? Collect this data on your body. I use the app MyFitnessPal. There is, oh my God, of course, I can't think of any of them. Chronometer, there's a lot. Lose It, there's a lot of them out there. You guys, there's nothing wrong with using these. Download them, use it. But here's the thing, okay? Remember me telling you this too. When you are setting this up, because you need to know what you're consuming, do not put in or like link your workout to it. Do you know what I mean? So like when you're tracking your calories, and many of you will know what I'm talking about. Others of you will be like, oh, I don't know. I've never done this before. So I have no clue what you're talking about. You'll know once you set it up. When you are setting up your thing, you have the option to link your workout to it. So I'm just throwing numbers out there. It'll give you 1,200 calories to eat today. Okay. I'm just using pretend numbers, 1,200 calories to eat. You did a 400 caloric burn workout. It will give you 400 more calories to that 1,200. So you're like, oh, snap, I can eat 400 more calories today. Oh, yay. This is where it becomes confusing on collecting data on your body. We need to just know what you've consumed. So when you use these apps and you're tracking your food, don't link your exercise. Use the app to just know what you've taken in. That's it. Okay. I hope that helps. This is very confusing. It's a very common question too, but we want to use the app to just know what you're consuming. Now, Melissa, I don't want to log my calories. Like it takes a lot of time and it's annoying. I know, I've been there. I still log and track. Now, do I do it every single day? No, not at all. I will take months off, weeks off, and then I'll get back on it. But there's many benefits to tracking your calories and knowing, and it's not just to be anal and to track them. And I'm not big on like macros. That's a whole nother topic. I'm talking about, I need to know your calories, what you're consuming, probably your fat and protein. Those are my big ones. And those are great, easy ones for you guys to start off with too. When you're doing this, you learn how to eyeball food as well. Because in order to put food into your app, you have to know how much you're consuming, right? Think about it. And you sit down and you're like, okay, I'm going to add this into my app. And it's like putting in chicken breast. And you're looking at your food and you're like, well, how much do I know to put into the app? I don't know what I'm eating. So you got to get a food scale. I know, insert eye rolls. Oh my God, are you freaking kidding me? I got to get a food scale now. You want me to weigh my food, Melissa? Well, do you want to know how to crack your fucking body or don't you? Yeah, you have to get a food scale. I got mine at Target on clearance for like $5. I shit you not. Put the chicken on there and no, but here's why. You're going to get really good at eyeballing food. Sorry, I don't know if that came out clear. You're going to get really good at looking at food and knowing, oh my God, that's 4 ounces of chicken breast. Enter it in your phone, boom, done. And eventually, you really don't need to weigh that chicken. I can eyeball 4 ounces, 6 ounces like that. You will get good at this. This is part of your learning. You will be able to measure out 1 cup of rice and know what that looks like. But to starting out, yeah, you got to measure the food to know to put it in your app. And after you do this for several weeks, you're going to have a really good idea of how many calories you're consuming. And at the same time, you're living life. You're running around, you're doing stuff, you're probably working out, maybe, or not. And after a couple of weeks, you're going to have like, okay, I weighed my food. I paid attention to my calories, all the things. I lived life. I went to the gym a few times. Let's weigh in your body, not your food. Let's weigh in. Did anything change? Holy shit. Okay. I stuck to, and again, making fake numbers. I stuck to 1,200 calories. I never went over for 2 weeks. I did like 2 classes. I lost 4 pounds. What? Whoop, whoop. this happens all the time. Okay, we're getting somewhere. We know that this much protein, this many grams of calories is going to get you a 4-pound weight loss. Oh my God. You have to know your nutrition. You have to be able to break your body with your nutrition. I'm dead serious. I know it's annoying. I know it's frustrating. I know it takes time. I know it's time consuming. And I'm spending a lot of time talking about nutrition right now because it's really important. Know how many calories you're consuming every day. Because then what if the reverse happens? Let's say you put on 4 pounds, or let's say you don't lose anything. Okay, go back. That number didn't work for you. We now know that if you eat this much and you live life and do 2 spin classes a week, you stay the same. You now know what your maintenance mode is. This is brilliant. This is helpful information. But people look at it and they're like, oh my God, I didn't lose anything. Great. That was a waste of 2 weeks. No. This is helpful information because now we know this caloric intake with this amount of activity in life and whatever got you this result. This is huge. I totally wish you guys were on with me because I'm so used to going live in my group and I'm like, does this make sense? And they respond and I get to see their comments pop up and everything. So if you guys are watching this on YouTube or whatever, you can comment and tell me if it makes sense or not. I hope it does. But this is, and you can email me too, info@melissavogelfitness.com. Love to hear your questions. Maybe we'll do a follow-up podcast to this one and I can go over all your questions. But again, I spent a lot of time on nutrition because I want you to know and understand the importance of this. And then once you get really good, like I know the exact number of what makes me maintain. I know what number I have to hit to lose weight. Like if I'm going to rip up for a photo shoot, or I feel like I'm getting too light, or I put on too much fluff on vacation over the summer, whatever, I know what number to go back to and how many grams of protein to eat to cut it and to change my body. Because I've collected this data. Most people just want to be told what to do and they're not learning about how they respond. So learn how to break your freaking body with your nutrition. It is possible. Number 2, this goes right into it with it, knowing your caloric burn. So I was talking about like the Apple Watches, the Fitbits, the Garmin's, like all the things that you can wear on your wrist, and you can get them pretty cheap now too. These are great because, and they're not 100% accurate. I will never tell you like, yes, that's the number you burned. They're not 100% accurate. Are they a great tool to use and have in your toolbox? 100%. When you're working out, it's important to know how many calories, roughly, active calories, because you'll see active and you'll see total calories when you're doing like weight training or running or whatever. It's important to know how many active calories I burned during this workout session. This is data too. So if I'm sitting down with a client and we're doing a review, all right, let's go over nutrition. Boom, got it. This is how many calories you've been consistently eating. Okay, we have information. Awesome. How many calories are you burning a day with just your workout? I don't know. Or they're like, well, I'm burning about 250 workout, 300 on leg day. Okay, great. And this person isn't changing or losing weight. Sister, I'm looking at your information and I can tell you right now, nutrition looks spot on, awesome, but your caloric burn needs to be more. I need more hustle and push from you at the gym. Now, if this chick told me that on average, she's burning 700 active calories at the gym, like the calories from the actual workout, okay, not living life, from your actual workout, and she's burning 700 calories and she ain't getting results, and she's burning 700 calories like several days a week, we got something else going on. We need to figure out something else, especially if her nutrition's on point and she's telling me she's burning this much. Okay, we have something else going on. Because remember, 1 pound of fat is 3,500 calories. So if you do simple math, break it down, and you burn 500 calories, create this 500 caloric deficit 7 days a week, in theory, you'll lose 1 pound a week. But it has to be a 500 calorie burn in addition to living life, and it has to be a hard 500 caloric burn. But how do you know or have a rough idea of what you're burning if you're not tracking it. Now, the most accurate thing to use to really get an idea is a heart monitor. It goes right around your ribs and it links to a watch of some sort. That's the closest to your body and it's closest to your heart. So it's going to like pick up every single beat and give you a little bit more detailed information. But now we have technology on our watch or our Fitbit or whatever, and it marks our heart rate and we get an idea. Okay. And I'm not going to lie, wearing a heart strap, it's kind of annoying, especially if you're a woman and you have a sports bra and it gets under there. And I don't know, it's not impossible, but we have technology where we can wear it on our wrist now. Right. But when you set it and you get an idea, you are collecting data on your body. Those are the top 2 questions that I would ask you if we sat down for a consult and you're like, nothing's happening. What's going on with me? How many calories are you taking in? How many calories are going out? How many are you burning? So tracking and logging is definitely going to help because that's going to tell me to tell you that you need to burn more, sister, or we need to look at other areas of your life. Know your caloric burn. Know what is going in versus going out. Okay, now the third one, which we're just going right back into kind of the same thing, is reevaluating your workouts. What workout made you sore? What workout killed your arms? Again, how many calories did you burn from that workout? You have to evaluate your workouts. And I'm here to tell you that just because you go to a class or you take a spin class or you went for a walk or even for a run, or you showed up at the gym and you did like a couple machines, or even you did a HIIT workout or a longer run, or you hit the elliptical and stuff. Those are not the same as a workout that has progressive overload, meaning we are loading that muscle again and again and again and ripping and tearing it. Okay. People love cardio. We love it. And we think, oh my God, I need to start running again. Oh my God, I need to start going to my spin class. Oh my God, I need to do this, which, hey, I'm not, if you love to run, do it. If you love your spin class and Zumba, go. I will never tell you not to do it. However, you do have to do an evaluation. How many calories am I burning from going to this? Okay. That's important to know. Because sometimes I have clients start tracking and they go get something, on their wrist and they start tracking and they're like, oh my God, I only burned 175 calories from my Zumba class. They're like, but I'm all sweaty and my heart's pumping hard. And I'm like, well, now we know. Now we know why you have plateaued. Now we know why you're kind of like stuck, right? This is important to know. This is how you reevaluate your workout. Also, when you're weightlifting. So in my program, Busy to Bomb Fit Mom, I create their leg day, their shoulder and core, their back and chest workout, or sometimes I'll do like back and tricep, and then bi and tri, or chest and tri, or whatever. I mix it up a little bit. I'm probably saying all the wrong things, but I do 4 main ones. Okay. And some days, like let's say it's just chest and back. How many calories did you burn during that workout? If a client of mine is coming back and we're reevaluating everything and we're looking at nutrition, we're looking at how many calories she burned, and we're looking at her workouts, okay? And we're evaluating arm day, chest and back, and then bi and tri. And on those days, and those are 2 of her main workouts, she's burning like 230 calories and she hasn't progressed or lost any weight. Do all the other factors, yes, play a role into this, but also I'm going to be like, 2 of your workouts that are supposed to be hardcore, you're hardly hitting 250. And remember, ultimately the goal would be 500. I'm like, girl, 2 days out of your hard workouts, you're not even hitting half. So you need to either increase your intensity. You need to do more sets. You need to do more reps. You need to take less of a break in between your sets and your reps. I went live today in my group and I showed them I was doing a floor dumbbell chest press. And then I picked up a 25-pound plate and I'm just doing this on the floor, on the mat. And I'm doing a chest press with the plate. And I'm watching on my watch, how many calories am I at? I was halfway through my workout and I only had 180 calories done. And my goal today with my arm workout was 400. And I'm like, I need to up my game. So I took out my break, my resting period. I took the plate, put it on my toes, and I'm doing 25 full sit-ups in between. And then I'm going right back to dumbbells. Why? Why did I do this? I'm going to increase my intensity. I'm taking out the rest period. While I'm doing my core, my chest is getting a chance to take a break. And then when I'm working my chest, my abs are getting a break. So now my 2-part move, my 2-part superset with a rest now became a 3-part move with no break. My caloric burn skyrocketed. It went up. Reevaluate your workouts. Are they worth your time or are they a waste of your time? Hard question, especially if we love something that we're doing, but it's not producing results. Then don't count it as a workout. That's what I'm saying. Like if you love Zumba, keep going. Fucking miss Zumba so much. I made it into like a hip hop booty shaking cardio class. I miss it so much, but I did not count that as my workout. It was just fun, extra. If I burned extra calories, yay, but it was not my workout. All right. So number 4, before and afters, they don't lie. Are you taking them? Most people don't, unless they start like a program where it's absolutely required and they have to take it because they're going to win money or something. I don't know. Most people go in and they don't, and they just get on the scale and weigh themselves. This is not cool because I have seen it time and time again with a particular client, and they come in and they start doing the thing and we're like kicking ass and I freaking love it. And they get on the scale. That number hasn't changed, but we have before photos and I tell them to take some after photos and they get on or they upload them and I'm looking at them and I got them side by side and I'm like, holy shit, Mary, it looks like you've lost 10 pounds, but that scale didn't move. Take before photos, head to toe, get in bra and underwear, bra and a thong. Guys, get into your underwear only. Show as much skin as possible. No one wants to see nudes. No one needs to see nudes. Front shot, side shot, back shot. Pictures don't lie, and they are going to help you determine and see, is progress happening? Now, this happens too. I get a client and they look and they're like, oh, I just uploaded mine. Can you look at it? I don't see much change, and I'm like, sure. Yeah, I'll take a look at it. And they're like, I don't see much change. And then I look at it and I'm like, holy crap. Did you look at your neck? Did you look at your shoulders? Like, look at your waistline. They're like, I didn't even notice that. So sometimes we look at ourselves with like this critical eye, and it takes someone else looking at us to be able to see the results and the changes. That's super common too, but it's still important to have them. Put them in an album on your phone. You can even like hide the album so no one else sees it, but you want it in a folder so you know where they're at. You're not like scrolling through your phone. But these are going to be another part of how you're going to break your body. Number 5 is mindset. How are you speaking and talking to yourself every day? Like I said, I do these evaluation calls with my clients because I don't want them to have a bad 3 months and then have another bad 3 months. Like we need to figure out what's going on here. And one of them I did not that long ago, and we figured out food, workouts, all this stuff. And she kept saying things like, I just can't get below this. I just don't have the energy, but I really want to get strong and I want my arms to be lean and I want my legs to do this, but I just can't find the time. And, I'm just tired all the time and my body just doesn't respond, and saying all these things. And I had to stop her and be like, do you hear what you're saying? Oh my God. And I had to like list out, I was like writing down, I had to list them out and show them and tell them to her. I'm like, look at all the things and how you're speaking to your body right now. She's like, oh my God. She's like, and that's not even all of it. Her self-talk, I'm fully convinced, was part of the reason that was holding her back. We must speak kindly to ourselves. We must encourage ourselves. I've said this before on another podcast, and it's not my thing at all. This is not my saying, but the head is the general. The body is the soldiers. I swear to God, I heard it like on a YouTube thing that like Will Smith said or something. Not me. But I use it all the time because it's true in the fitness world. What you say up here, the general, the troops are going to listen and go, all right, got it. I'm stuck. Body goes, All right, got it. We're stuck, guys. We're not going to break through 150 pounds. We're going to stay here. We are not a 140s girl, guys. Guys, listen up. I'm tired. Hey, we're going to be tired, body. Let's reflect the tiredness all day today. That'd be great. I don't feel motivated. I'm tired. I can't do this, but I want this, but I'm saying all this to my body. You know, my hand's way up here and down here. They don't match up. Or you're eating amazing and you're trying to work out and you talk like shit to yourself. You think that won't affect your journey? You are dead wrong. Dead wrong. So watch your mindset. Watch what you're telling yourself. Do you have visualizations around your house? This is huge. This is one of the biggest things we do in Bomb Mom. When we launch people, we take an entire month to help them like build their car before they join the race. We go over vision, who they want to become. We go over nutrition, teaching them about data. We go over mindset and self-talk. And then we go over training and exercise and everything we just talked about, collecting data and stuff. They have a solid foundation and they've built this car and they're ready to take on the race. That is how you have success for the rest of your life, is when you have the foundation. And most people do not bring the mindset aspect into their fitness journey at all. And we have so many podcasts, so make sure you guys go back and listen, but we have so many podcasts talking about mindset, how to improve this, great books to read. I can think of like Shift and Changing Your Patterns, like from Adele Spragan. Like, we have so many good ones. So go back and listen to as many episodes as you can, because we have to protect our mind. Like we talked about earlier, there's so much crap out there, so much crap and junk, and just like, oh my God, we're fed and we see these pictures and everyone is seeing the filtered life, and that's not reality, but we're seeing this filtered life image and it messes with our head. And then we start talking to ourselves like, oh my God, she looks like that. Why can't I? Oh my God, I want her abs and da, 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 da. Instead of like, no, come on, abs. We got this. We're going to build our own version of sexy and strong on our body. You have to protect that mind. You have to protect your eyes and you have to protect your ears. So if you are following someone on Instagram that is making you feel bad about yourself, or, you know, she might be great and motivational, or but like, I don't know, it just does something to you inside, hit unfollow. If you are listening to podcasts that like, you just don't really agree with what they're saying, don't listen. If you're following people on social media, don't pay attention to them. Listen to something else. Listen to what speaks you and sets your soul on fire. That will help your mindset and how to break your body too on this journey. The next one is number 6, and we're talking about activity level, which you might think like, oh my God, well, we already talked about workouts and stuff. No, this is separate. So before we were talking about your workouts, right? Like how many calories you burn during your workout, like 500, right? That's like the goal. If I hit 500, 7 days a week, lose total 3,500, lose 1 pound that week. In theory, right? There's so much more that goes into that, like we just talked about. But that's great. But if you have a stagnant job, if you are driving a bus, if you are sitting a lot, if you are a teacher and you're moving around your classroom, but maybe you got older students, so you're just kind of standing there and sitting like all day long. If you do like even me, my job, I sit and podcast and I type and work and talk to clients and stuff. If you have a stagnant job, you have to be uber aware of how many total calories you are burning throughout the day. You cannot hit your goals from sitting all day and then for like an hour and a half, go work out and burn 200 calories. Like it's just, it's not going to happen, because you are burning during your workout. Yes. Awesome. But during your daily activity and your daily life, you need more. You have to move your body more. Be very aware of your activity. I have a client in the group. I won't say her name or anything. And this has taken her like a couple of years to figure out and master. And there's a lot more that goes into her journey and story. But one of the biggest things that she started doing was like, I'm going to do 10,000 steps a day. And she works and she has kids and she's doing her workouts too. In addition to that, she has learned that how to break her body and to get it to respond. It had a lot to do with alcohol, but then it all, not that she was like drinking a whole ton or anything, but hey, if we're looking how to break your body, right, we got to get details. But she learned like, I'm not moving enough. My job is stagnant. I am not moving my body enough. I have to hit 10,000 steps a day. And that was her magic number. And that started producing results. So yes, learning all these other things, but for her, the magic lied in just that daily activity. Pay attention to your daily activity. Again, this is where a great tracker comes into play because it tracks all your steps. Learn how to break your body. Learn how to frickin' figure it out. And then the last one is your environment. This isn't one that's popular to talk about, but who you are around and who influences you, like we already talked about influencing and stuff, but I'm talking about your environment, like here at home. Who you're around and who you let into your life will totally affect your fitness journey and whether or not you stay where you're at, no matter how hustling you are, no matter how much you hustle, and breaking free. I'm talking about your friends. I'm talking about your colleagues. I'm talking about your family. Ooh, that's a tough one. And it's hard. It's hard to identify these people, especially if they're people that you love. But if you have, I'm just going to use an example, sisters. Let's say you're one of 4 sisters, and your sisters are constantly not supporting you, putting you down, or maybe not even like on purpose, but what they say and the jabs they take are hurtful. Or you go over there and they all drink and party and you're trying to lose that 30 pounds. That environment is not set up to help you succeed. What do though? Not ever see your sisters? No, not necessarily, but you could definitely limit your time. You could limit your time with them. You could just be very honest and raw and real and be like, hey, I know you guys are doing this, but I'm doing this. Expect some backlash. I mean, I can do an entire podcast on just environment, but I'm just giving you guys a couple simple things right now. Mentally prepare yourself, limit your time there. So don't cut them out completely, but like limit your time around these people. And if you have friends and that go out every weekend and drink and party, or they're going to have this party and they're going to have that party, and it's going to be filled with alcohol, treats, whatever, limit it. Either don't go and decide what's more important, or just limit yourself, or be prepared before you go. Because this is really, really important. Your environment is going to play a huge role. I mean, imagine being an alcoholic and you're trying to get sober, you're trying to do it, but you still live in a house where there's alcohol up in the cupboards. People are still partying and drinking. It would make it really freaking tough. It's the same thing with your fitness journey. Seriously, it is. You're trying to get fit, healthy, change your mind for the rest of your life. This isn't like a quick fix, right? Hopefully it's not. But if you're trying to break your body, your environment, and changing that or removing yourself or limiting is going to play a massive role in that. So I hope this helps you guys. I want you to think about all of these things. I know it's not fun topics. Some of you might already know the stuff. Some of you might be like, oh my God, I didn't know this at all. But I hope this helps, because I don't want you guys just banging your head against the wall and being like, why isn't this working? Like, oh my God, I don't understand. I don't know what's going on. Now you have a few things under your belt that you can reevaluate, listen to this podcast again and go like, okay, I've been kicking ass at the gym, but I have no freaking clue what I'm putting in my mouth. So think about these things. They're really important. Take good notes. And I hope this helps. You guys feel free to message me on Instagram. I'm always on Instagram. I respond to my own DMs and stuff like that. It's Melissa Vogel, ITS Melissa Vogel. Find me on there, follow me on there. Also, you can email me, info@melissavogelfitness.com. And remember too, that if you want to be a part of my group, Busy to Bomb Fit Mom, check the show notes. I'll put a link, book a call with me. 10, 15 minutes. We'll talk. I want you to fill me in on your fitness journey, break a little bit of the code while we're talking, but I want to help you figure out if this program is a fit for you or not, because we don't want to waste time. And then if you're not sure, but you're like, man, I really want to be involved, sign up for our challenge. Do one of our challenges. It's a little bit less of an investment. Do our challenge, start getting moving, get my Bomb Mom app, workouts, be connected with our community, all the things, because that will really help to get you going in the right direction. And if you need, like, I should have had it on for my video today. If you need some motivation and going, check out our swag. We got Bomb Mom stickers, boss shirts, sweatshirts, tanks, everything. I love walking into the gym with my boss sweatshirt on. And we have this one that says doing me for me with a shark in the middle chewing on our logo. I love that one because it reminds me of why I'm here, why I'm doing this, why I'm trying to figure out how to break my body. So check out our swag. I'll put that in the show notes, but I hope this helped you guys. I will be back soon. Listen to all the episodes, go back. And if this one really helped you, make sure you rate it, review it 5 stars, write me a review because I'd love to know what you guys think, and share it. Click the little dots. Make sure you subscribe to this podcast. That's really important. It's crazy how many people don't subscribe and they're like, oh my God, I just pulled up and listen. Yeah, actually subscribe because it really helps. Rate and review. And then when it's up, hit share, send it to your friends, post it on Facebook and have them help, because who knows what this episode could do for someone else.